Inauguration Day isn't just about politics, it's a major fashion moment too. And this year, the Trumps made sure to leave their mark on Washington's style scene. Let's start with incoming First Lady Melania Trump, who stole the spotlight with her navy blue ensemble. She stepped into the Capitol Rotunda in a crisp, tailored coat by New York designer Adam Lippis, paired with a chic matching hat from Eric Javits. The accessories? Leather gloves and stiletto pumps that completed the polished, military-inspired look.
I'm going to get hell when I say this, but her feet are absolutely aching, you know, those heels.
Melania's outfit was all about making a statement, sharp, polished, and ready for a big day. Her navy coat had a strong military vibe, perfect for a historic and long day ahead. And that hat? Switching out the usual straw for wool made it look classy and a little unexpected. Elegant, but still easygoing. Honestly, it might have even worked as a stylish shield against Trump's public displays of affection. But before the big day, Melania had already made waves with her fashion choices over the inaugural weekend. On Saturday, she embraced her signature understated elegance with a roomy gray Christian Dior coat layered over a white Dolce & Gabbana pantsuit and flats at a reception in Virginia. By Sunday, she turned heads in a black Dior cape coat and Christian Louboutin boots at a solemn ceremony at Arlington National Cemetery. For the evening, she brought out the glam with a Saint Laurent tuxedo cape, paired with a Dolce & Gabbana tuxedo shirt, a cummerbund, and a dazzling Carolina Herrera sequined skirt, a mix of European favorites and a nod to American fashion.
And I have a first lady who's been incredible.
Ivanka Trump also didn't disappoint. For the inauguration, she channeled Jackie O vibes with a forest green skirt suit cinched by a slim black belt and topped with a matching hat. Ivanka knows how to use fashion to convey power and poise. Throughout the weekend, she kept the glam rolling with a beaded Oscar de la Renta gown for Sunday's dinner and a camel turtleneck dress and matching coat to Arlington. Of course, we can't forget about Donald Trump's style. For the inauguration, he kept it classic with a black suit and overcoat, adding a touch of color with a mauve-toned tie. But on Saturday, he traded his usual bold red for a deep purple tie, maybe a subtle nod to a more bipartisan vibe. The shift in tie color definitely seemed intentional, giving off a softer, less aggressive energy, something Trump, always aware of optics, would carefully consider.
Well, it's been quite a week for you.
We've had a great week. It's been amazing.
But it wasn't just about the incoming administration. As the Bidens were preparing to leave the White House, they also had their own fashion statement to make. Outgoing First Lady Jill Biden, alongside her husband Joe, embraced Ralph Lauren for their looks, opting for patriotic designs to mark the occasion. Jill's bright purple coat in particular sparked some buzz, purple, of course, being a blend of blue and red. Was it a quiet plea for peace, symbolizing unity, or simply a bold sartorial moment to close out their time in the spotlight?
I love you all. I'm keeping you too long, but thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you.
The guest list also brought its share of fashion statements. Tech titans Elon Musk, Mark Zuckerberg, and Jeff Bezos were spotted together. But it was Bezos' fiancée, Lauren Sanchez, who grabbed attention. Her white suit featured a lacy corset bra peeking out, a daring choice that added a splash of drama to the formal event.
This is what victory feels like. Yeah!
On the vice presidential front, Usha Vance, wife of J.D. Vance, delivered some standout style moments. The inauguration day's pink coat with a sash tie neckline was a head-turner, and Saturday night saw her in a black velvet strapless Oscar de la Renta gown with floral details. Even their kids made a patriotic statement. Custom-designed jackets and capes embroidered with USA under the collars. Talk about family style goals. And then there's Kamala Harris, who, for her final appearance as vice president, stuck to the professional style that defined her over the Biden-Harris administration. Her look was head-to-toe black, a sleek black overcoat, matching black trousers, and pointed-toe pumps. A black and white illustrated scarf added a slight contrast, while her signature pearl stud earrings peeked out from beneath her hair. Some people joked that it looked like she was dressed for a funeral, but maybe Kamala was using fashion to convey her feelings at that moment. After all, her style has often been a way of making a subtle statement. So it wasn't just about individual styles. It felt like everyone was stepping up their game. Now that Melania is back in the spotlight, we're definitely in for more of her signature classy looks. Let's dive into her fashion and see what makes her look so unforgettable. Her style is all about minimalism with a twist.
Every day something new.
She loves sleek skirt and jacket sets, bold jumpsuits, and elegant cloak coats. But it's not just simple. Her wardrobe includes statement gowns, hello Dior, and casual shirt dresses. And those accessories? Sky-high Louboutins, oversized sunglasses, and long gloves. They're not just for show. They scream power and confidence, like saying, I'm here and untouchable.
Would you be a good first lady, do you think?
Yes, of course.
Now, let's take a look at some of her most memorable outfits. First up, her off-the-shoulder dress at the Salute to Our Armed Services inaugural ball in Washington. Crafted by her go-to designer, Hervé Pierre, this couture dress was created in just 2 weeks, and it's one for the history books. Melania later donated it to the Smithsonian National Museum of American History, where it now lives on as part of the First Lady's exhibit. Talk about a dress with a legacy.
We do have a mannequin for the First Lady, of course, but I won't show it to you. That's really like the naked body, there is no...
Next, there was the ball gown she wore for a black-tie dinner at Blenheim Palace in England. This Grecian-inspired off-the-shoulder gown by J. Mendel made Melania look positively regal on her first official visit to Britain. With its fitted bodice and graceful chiffon drapes, it had elegance written all over it. For a state visit to the Taj Mahal, she stepped out in a white jumpsuit by Atelier Kaito for Hervé Pierre. This was no ordinary jumpsuit. It had a Nehru collar and a decorative sash that gave a subtle nod to the rich cultural heritage of the area. It was stunning, to say the least. Melania sure knows how to pay tribute to history while staying chic. Then there was the cream wrap coat she wore to mark the 75th anniversary of D-Day in Portsmouth, England. Paired with Dior pumps and a stylish Philip Treacy hat, this sleek look by the row screamed elegance and poise.
I feel very comfortable with myself and with my body.
And let's not forget the soft pink ensemble she wore in 2019 during a Valentine's visit to the Children's Inn at the National Institute of Health. Designed by Cedric Charlier, this sweet, soft look was perfect for the occasion, as Melania spent time with the children and their families. It's a rare glimpse of the First Lady in a softer, more approachable light, and she pulled it off flawlessly. A year later, she turned heads again with a bold red trench coat on Valentine's Day. This 1970s-inspired piece by Les Reveries was paired with navy Louboutin pumps and Saint Laurent sunglasses. It wasn't just a coat, it was a statement. Melania was channeling pure power in that look.
Well, I studied design and architecture, and it's my passion. It's in me.
At the Presidential Medal of Freedom ceremony, she wore an Elisab haute couture cocktail dress that reportedly cost a whopping $7,450. This semi-sheer T-length gown was the definition of glam. Talk about living the high life. When Melania welcomed the Colombian president and First Lady to the White House, she wowed everyone in a hot pink Fendi houndstooth coat. It was like she was channeling a real-life Barbie, bold, fun, and totally unforgettable. Seriously, I'm all about this look. One of her most unforgettable moments was when she visited Westminster Abbey in London. She met Queen Elizabeth and the royal family in a gorgeous Dolce & Gabbana dress with navy blue accents, topped off with a matching hat by Hervé Pierre. Talk about making an entrance. She looked every bit the part of royalty herself. It's hard not to imagine the Queen giving her a silent nod of approval.
The design is very important.
And how could we forget her farewell look? For her final day as First Lady, Melania chose a classic Chanel two-piece paired with long leather gloves, a Bottega Veneta bag, and sleek black Louboutin stilettos. It was polished, classy, and totally chic, a perfect send-off for a First Lady who always turned heads. Despite the occasional fashion misstep, like the infamous Zara jacket with its bold, "I really don't care, do you?" slogan, the Manolo Blahnik stilettos she wore to visit flood victims in Texas, or the pith helmet during her trip to Africa, Melania's style has always been bold and attention-grabbing.
Why did you wear it?
I wore the jacket to go on the plane and off the plane, and it was for the people and for the left-wing media who are criticizing me, and I want to show them that I don't care.
So now that you've seen these standout moments, I've got to ask, do you think fashion plays an important role in politics? And what's your favorite Inauguration Day look? Let me know what you think.